In the heart of old Calabar, where the air smelled of roasted plantain and the sea breeze carried stories from afar, lived Edom, a humble young man with a gentle soul. He was always neatly dressed in his starched native shirt and flared trousers, his calm nature making him loved by many. Ephraim worked as a clerk in the Ministry of Works, earning just enough to live quietly in his small apartment behind What Market. When he met Ikaet, a beautiful seamstress with bright eyes and a bold spirit, his world changed. She was ambitious, outspoken, and full of confidence. Ephraim admired her strength and energy. But what began as admiration slowly turned into silence, and silence became tolerance. It started with little things. Ikaet would scold him publicly over small matters, tease him about his salary, or dismiss his opinions as childish. Ephraim's friends warned him, but he would only smile and say, "She means no harm." But harm, like rain, begins with drops. Before long, Ikaet began deciding everything for him. The clothes he wore, the food he ate, even which friends he could visit. "Ephraim," she would say, "you don't know anything. Let me handle it." He laughed it off, convincing himself that it was love. But in truth, it was control dressed as care. As time passed, her attitude grew worse. She stayed out late, claiming to be working, and sometimes returned home smelling of strange perfume. When neighbors whispered, Ephraim remained silent. "It's just work," he told himself, choosing peace over confrontation. Then came the day that changed everything. At a neighbor's celebration, after a few cups of palm wine, Ikaet stood before everyone and shouted, "Ephraim, you're a man only by name." Laughter echoed through the crowd, and for the first time, Ephraim felt the full weight of his silence. He said nothing that night, but something inside him broke. Weeks later, he returned home to find his belongings thrown outside, his room rented out to another man. Ikaet looked him in the eye and said, "You tolerated me too much, Ephraim. I don't fear you anymore." That night, under the calm Calabar sky, Ephraim realized the painful truth: respect is not demanded, it's defined by what you allow. But life has its way of healing those who learn. Ephraim moved away, started a small stationery shop, and rebuilt his dignity piece by piece. When young men came to seek his advice, he would smile and say, "My brother, never confuse peace with weakness. What you tolerate defines how you're treated." And from that moment, his story became a quiet warning. That love without boundaries loses its meaning, and silence in the face of disrespect only invites more pain. If this story touched you, don't just scroll, subscribe, share, and let more hearts learn that self-respect is the first step to peace.